Good morning to all. Today's topic is contactor control circuit for three-phase induction motor getting supply from a selected feeder. So here's the schematic diagram. There are two power supplies, supply number 1 and supply 2, and two contactors, contactor A and contactor B. Contactor A is when we want to connect three-phase induction motor to power supply 1, and contactor B is for power supply number 2. Now if we want to connect a three-phase induction motor to power supply 1, start 1, that is push button is pushed, contactor A will get energized via stop button 1, start 1, P2, overload relay and A. And now A1 and A2 are the auxiliary contacts of contactor A. When contactor A will get energized, A1 will get closed and A2 will get open. Now the contactor A is getting supply via this auxiliary contact A1. Now stop 1 button is to switch off the motor from power supply 1. Now if we want to connect the motor to power supply number 2, then we need to push start 2 button. When start 2 button is pushed, contactor B will get energized via stop 2, start 2, A2, overload relay and B. Now B1 and B2 are its auxiliary contacts. When contactor B will get energized, B2 will get open and B1 will get closed. Now contactor B is getting supply from stop 2, B1, A2, overload relay, then to contactor B. So here is this wiring diagram. Now contactor A, in case of contactor A, we can see there are main contacts and auxiliary contacts A1 and A2. When we push start 1 button, then the contactor A is getting supply via phase R, stop 1, start 1, then P2, which is normally close contact of contactor B, then to overload relay, then to relay, then to contactor A. When this A will get energized, then it will close its main contact and the motor will get supplied from supply number 1. In case we want to connect the motor to supply 2, we push the start 2 button. When we push the start 2 button, then the contactor B is getting supply via stop 2, start 2, A2, then to contactor B. Now the main contacts of contactor B will get closed and motor will get supply from supply number 2. And when the main contacts are closed, then its auxiliary contact B2 will get open and B1 will get closed. So this is all about three-phase induction motor getting supply from a selected feeder.